In the past couple months, we've been seeing virtual reality games announced out the ass. Motherfuckers have been jumping on this bandwagon as quickly as humanly possible. And understandably so, because they're kind of selling like hotcakes. We're seeing the HTC Vive sell like a motherfucker. We're seeing the PlayStation VR sell like a motherfucker. We're seeing the Oculus Rift. Guess what? It too is selling like a motherfucker. Now, whether or not this is going to be a flash in the pan remains to be seen, because I don't have a DeLorean, so I don't get to do any time traveling whenever I'm bored. But one thing that I can say is, this title had me a little bit enticed, and that is Resident Evil VR, essentially, but it's Bioterror, so Resident Evil Bioterror. I'm just going to call it Resident Evil VR, it just makes more sense. So, all VR Trooper jokes aside, this had me, like, interested. I was like, okay, so what kind of game is this going to be? Is it going to be a traditional Resident Evil game just from a first-person perspective? Are they just remaking one of the past games? Is it going to be a side story of sorts? It's supposed to play closer to an on-rail shooter. Now, they said that it's supposed to play more like House of the Dead rather than the Darkside and Umbrella Chronicles, but that's like the same exact fucking thing, so I wasn't sure how to even gauge that. But either way, an on-rail shooter with a VR headset strapped to my fucking noggin, I'd be fine with that. I'd be absolutely A-okay with that. As a matter of fact, I've said time and again, one of the main things that always interested me about VR was horror games. I just like the idea of playing a survival horror game with a VR headset, because I think that would get you much more into the game. And especially with like the headset on and shit, I'm into that. The downside to all this shit, it will not be coming to the HTC Vive or the Oculus Rift or the PlayStation VR or to any other motherfucking headset in existence. This is going to be exclusive to a place called Hub Zero. And guess what? We have none here at all in North America. This shit's only in Dubai. That's it. That's the only fucking place. But this is one gigantic indoor video game theme park. Konami signed on board with them, Capcom, like tons of different companies have offered up their vast array of franchises, IPs, you fucking name it, to make this indoor-themed video game park into what it is. I don't know anybody personally who's ever gone to this shit, or if it's even fucking open yet, or whatever the fuck it is, but I know that now I need one. Now I need one nearby that I can go to and try this shit out, because I've liked the idea of, like, the video game-themed restaurants and all sorts of shit. Like, barcades are fucking badass, but this? Nah, I need this shit. I need this shit in my life bad. Like, I fucking needs it. I needs it, like, shot up into my motherfucking veins. So, this is just, it's Resident Evil. I need more Resident Evil. You already know that I'm a fucking Resident Evil enthusiast through and through. This is something I would love to try out. Even if I didn't give a shit about VR, I would like to at least check this out once. If there was going to be a game for me to check out, it would totally be this. Because I've seen first-person Resident Evil games all throughout the years. You know, from the Survivor series to the Resident Evil haha, that's not even a word, Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles games. And then you had the other on-rail-esque shooters for like PlayStation 2 and shit. And I like all of those games. I do. Some of them aren't all that perfect, like, you know, Resident Evil Survivor, but I have a soft spot in my heart for that game, despite the fact that it's really fucking cheesy, corny, and really bad. By the way, watch my Let's Play of that. I played through the entire game from start to finish. It's extremely short, but do that at some point. I should probably leave that in the description, so watch it. It's great. I could even put an annotation. I probably will forget to do all this stuff by the time I upload. Doesn't matter. But anyway, Resident Evil Bioterror isn't announced for being on anything else. It's not announced for like arcades or that it's going to be made digitally available on PlayStation or anything like that. It's just going to be at Hub Zero. So I'm hoping that we'll get to go and check that out, unless they half-ass the living fuck out of this game just because it's only going to be in one location, or maybe this is like the guinea pig. Like, okay, we'll test that there, and then judging from everybody's reactions there, then we'll make it available on a plethora of platforms out there for everybody to go and gobble up. But this is something all survival horror fans should at least keep note of. And now I want to go to Dubai. I've never once ever thought about, oh, that's where I want to go. No, now it's on my list of things to do just because of this shit. So, yeah, just Hub Zero. I need to go there. You all need to go there. We all need to just go there together. That'd be good. It'd be like a video game cruise. I would dig that. They already have heavy metal cruises, so why the fuck not a video game cruise? Somebody out there? Jump on an idea. It's like $1 million idea, whether anybody knows it or not. Unless they already did it, then I'm just rambling. Fuck off. Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, dudettes, and gamers game. The fuck off.